Well, obviously, there's extreme disappointment on our part. You know, it's hard to explain. Will always give the other team credit. They made some big plays. They've lost a lot of close games. It's been a struggle for them. We beat them at their place by a point maybe or two. They've lost a lot of other close games, and they won one tonight. And for them, hang around like that and did the things they needed to do. We really had a chance to win a game that you don't shoot well in. And those are the types of watershed games that turn your season, help you win, help you have a good record when you win a game like this when you don't shoot the ball well. But we did made a lot of critical errors. We gave up rebounds to the guy that shot the ball at least 5 times. And those are fundamental, critical errors that we teach every day. They should learn when they were 4 or 5 years old, when they first started playing basketball, that you check out the shooter on a rebound. We work on it every day, and we gave up at least 5 of them. We left their leading scorer on a very close game. We just left him in the corner once, and he knocked down a 3. Went and helped when we're not supposed to. We made mental, critical errors that cost us the game. It's very simple for me to sit here and say, well, 3, JC made the 3 at the end that really didn't matter. We were 2 for 27 from the 3 at that point. Why did we shoot 27 threes? When Brad and X could score at will inside. So you could sit there and say, well, you shot the ball so poorly, you were lucky to even be in it. But no, the fundamental errors that we made is what cost us a basketball game. And it's very discouraging to me, but we put in the rearview mirror and we move on and we play Saturday.
Questions for the players?
Javen, what's it like when there's just a lid over the basket, a guy who's best 3-point shooter in the Horizon League? That's usually not the case for you, your team. Take us through that. What's that like? What's going through your mind? As it just looked like there was a lid on the basket out there.
Yeah, it was definitely a little frustrating for me, but I think I got to keep shooting and then just try to do other things like take it to the rack, rebound, defend, stuff like that.
Brett, Coach talked about that in the early going. You and X were having your way in the post. What changed?
So they started front and X, and then we started doing the high-low action, and then we still got the ball inside and out, but just like how Coach said, just couldn't knock the shots down that when the ball came back out. So I'm still frustrated at myself from a play I made in the game. So.
Brad, your performance tonight, what are your takeaways from a performance that was solid tonight?
I take away a lot. I had a great rebounding game. I'm sorry, man. Just not happy with myself right now.
Which play in particular are you frustrated about?
Took the ball out of bounds, threw it right to the other team, threw it out, made a 3, them up 3. Came back down, they threw me a pass down low, I was wide open, squeezed the ball, came out of my hand, went to the other side, went down, hit another 3.
All right, questions for the players? Thanks, guys. Questions for Coach?
Coach, that's been a theme for you this year. You've talked about trying to win basketball games when you don't have your best or when it's downright ugly. You said before that's the mark of a championship contender. It's still that process with this team, still trying to find that out?
I think that we're 20-some games into it now, right?
Yeah.
23 games into it. I think the process is that obviously we've showed tonight that we're not a championship level team, because this is the time now, that you've got to win these games. You've got to find a way to win it. We're 5-6 at home. Name a championship team that's 5-6 at home. it's really, really disappointing in how we lost the game. You know, seeing the guy shoot the ball, miss, and get his rebound back on multiple occasions. I will say it again, that is fundamental basketball that you learn when you're in the 7th grade, the first time you ever touched the basketball. And for us to over and over again make critical errors, it's disheartening to me. This is a place that used to, we win 25 in a row at home. We win going away, you know, and we're 5-6 in this building. And it's we talked about it before the game. We talked that they had beaten us 3 years in a row. They talked all on final possession games. We talked about that they're a team that's trying to get into the tournament. You know, they've got to win one of these 2 games this weekend to get themselves back in contention to get in the tournament, and that we were going to get their best shot. We talked that this was a team that we won on the last second shot at their place at, that you can't. We came out, we get the double-digit lead, and then, you know, all hell breaks loose. We just make mental error and bad play after bad play. Our defense was fantastic in the first half. And we held them 29 points. They got 4 layups the last 4 plays. Their last 4 baskets were layups. How does that happen?
How did things change defensively when Trey Maddox Jr. left the game?
Well, obviously that hurts us when he's not out there. He's developed into, you know, our guy that we put on their best player. Covington made a big 3 for him late. But we're at home. You know, that should never come down to that. It shouldn't even come close to that.
Sally was able to contribute for them, even though he's only played a handful of minutes for them this year. What were you able to see from him tonight?
The big kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we made a couple nice plays, a couple nice shots down there. You know, we obviously left him a couple times, and he caught the ball and finished, and give him credit. You know, we were trying to take the 3 away. They were killing us with the 3. And so he did some things he had to do. So I'm sure that they're excited about that, and that he's going to probably get more minutes for him. He hasn't played a lot, so he'll get more minutes for him.
After a loss like this, how do you try and avoid the team kind of losing confidence going forward?
Well, one can't become 2, you know. One can't become 2. We got Cleveland State coming in here. You know, we won a championship a few years ago where we lost to Detroit, who was the last place team. We turned around that next Monday night and lost again to Cleveland State, who was a lower level team. So it's happened before. There's precedence that when you lose a game like this, you know, you come back 2 days later and you're not ready to play. So it's my job to make sure we're ready to play on Saturday. You know, I mean, we've got to push forward. You know, I can be really down, and you know, we can't change that we lost this game, and we've just got to push forward and find a way to win on Saturday. And now the goal is to finish in the top 4 so that we can have a home game. Although we're 5-6 at home and 4-1 on the road, so maybe you know, our fans deserve a home game now. You know, our fans are phenomenal, and we continue to do this to them. It's really disappointing.
Coach, in 35 years, have you ever had a team be 2 of 27 at one point from 3?
I don't know. I'd say probably not. You know, I mean, maybe. I'm not sure if we went back through and looked. I don't remember it. But still, this game you got to win. We got back and got the lead. We gave the lead away. We got back and got the lead. And we gave up 4 layups down the stretch.